We are less than 30 days away from the first game. What do you? We talked about what we need from the team, the players, the coaches. What do you need from the fans, the supporters, the alums?
I need them to be real fans.
Okay, explain that.
Not that they're not, but don't just come because it's a classic.
Mm-hmm.
Don't just come because we're playing against a rivalry. Come because this is what you love. This is what you want. This is what you say you are. Because Ole Miss don't have no classics.
Yeah.
So the Miss, ain't playing in a nothing called Heritage
Yeah.
or Orange Blossom.
Yeah.
And they there.
Mm-hmm.
Week in and week out, no matter who's on the schedule.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care if Slippery Rock is on their schedule.
Come on.
They're there. They're packed. That's what I want. That's what I expect. Because we pride ourselves in saying, these are the type of fans we have. And I'm a believer. But if we play Bethune or Prairie View, I'm saying, where art thou?
Yeah. Yeah.
And we can't do that. We got to be there through and through, regardless of the opponent. We got to be there because this is how we get down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think what's important about that, Coach, that people may lose sight of, you talk about how we have to dominate for our guys to go to the next level.
We got to.
And this is not some slick way of talking about moving to another conference. I mean the next level just within where we are. If we don't get our fans to be dominant, our supporters to be dominant, the donors to be dominant, how do we move up?
Why would someone want to build a new stadium for you and you not feeling old?
You got to be a good steward over small things.
I mean, you got to think like that. I mean, that's the way business folks think. You're not, God is not going to promote you until you prove that you're truly and highly successful. And you've outgrown this situation. Now he advances you to that situation.
Coach,
that's what we got to do.
I'm going to say this. It's hard for us to strategically think about managing a new stadium when we can't manage the parking and the entryway of the one we got.
Yeah, we sitting in the parking lot too. About 10,000 of us sitting out there.
Yeah.
Why ain't you coming in?
Because it's hard to come in.
We got to fix that.
Yeah.
We got to fix that.
It's hard to come in.
And I think we have the right persons to fix that. The game experience should be that of an experience. It shouldn't be that of chaos. And we got to fix that. Not just at Jackson State, we got to fix that all over. It's funny that right now, like, I really want to, this is in my spirit. And I want to know, because I'm sick of the like thereof when it comes to HBCUs. Like, it seems like the connectivity that we have is all of us have like thereof. And I want to investigate what's the problem. And I just happen to know somebody that knows somebody that knows somebody that can do these type of investigations to let me know why are we lacking. So if it's the state, now give me the name so I could go challenge that person of the state. So why aren't we receiving the correct funding that we need so there won't be lack thereof?
Yeah.
But it's funny how you could rally behind me when I'm challenging them
outside
to do right.
Yeah.
But if I challenge inside the house to do right, you have a problem. I just want right done.
Yeah.
I'm tired of the left. I want right done.
Coach, here's something I fall back on all the time. One of my personal sayings. Every institution was once a revolution. If you see something that is established and commonplace, it was a fight for it to become that.
That's right.
I don't care if it's Christianity. I don't care if it's traffic lights.
That's right.
I don't care if it's the manufacturing line of the car plant. You had to fight before that became a mainstay.
That's right.
Seemingly what we have lost at HBCUs, and we can start with our beloved Jackson State, we got to fight and provoke change. And you got to do that within. But the minute somebody like you starts to question, why are we doing this way? Oh man, he started stuff. Don't say that outside the house. Well, that's how we got here, is by speaking up and saying that this can be better. But now we have arrived and we don't want to do it.
You know, when I first kind of found out that we don't want people to know that we have somewhat problems is when my office was broken into. And someone questioned me, why did you say that? It happened.
Yeah.
What you mean, why did I say that? Matter of fact, my assistant walked in on the person that was still it, and she could have been harmed. It's a woman, and walked in on the guy robbing me, and you say why? I was like, oh, so we don't want to say nothing about the uncle that been raping everybody at the family reunion.
Yeah.
We don't want nobody to know.
No.
So it continues.
They call it generational curses, and we got them within HBCUs.
But you got a problem. You don't have a problem when I challenge others to do what's right by us. And that's really what I'm trying to do. And to be able to challenge them to do right by us, you got to challenge us to do right by us.
Amen.
Because I'm definitely going to challenge them to do right by us, but because that's the question I've asked. Why do we have lack thereof? All of us. You know how hard that is for all of us to have lack? So let's find out what's going on and let me help bring solvency to it. Give me the number, who to call. I would go all the way up to the top. Mr. President, we have a problem with HBCUs. We need more funding because I don't feel like the playing field is leveled. Well, what do you mean by that, Mr. Sanders? Well, here goes a report that I've already had my team prepare for you so you can understand the misappropriation of statewide funding when it comes to historical black universities. So can you bring solvency to this, please? Because I'm not going to stop until we do, because these kids deserve it. You ain't no problem with that.
No.
But that's.
But if the number you calling is 601-979, an internal number, don't do that.
Because they're not going to bless us until our business is straight.
That's fact. It's an investment.
They're not going to do it. I have already gone through this. They're not going to do it. They're not going to do it. I know that for a fact. That's not a rumor. Until we get our business together, they're not going to do it.
Is that what frustrates you?
Yes. One of the several things. One of the several things that frustrates me. I've been at this highest level, man. I've seen it. I know how it's supposed to look. It's so funny that TC Taylor went to the camp with who was it? Tennessee
Titans.
The Titans, right? And he came back. I said, "Give it to me. What did you see?" He said, "Oh my God, it's unbelievable, man. It's football all day, man. The level of commitment and excellence." I said, "I did that for 14 years. I played. Then I worked for the NFL Network for another 14 years.
You've seen it.
So I've seen it, both sides of it." And Coach Dancy with Jacksonville Jaguars, I said, "Now you know it's going to be hard for you to come back." Because now when you see it at that level and the consistency thereof and the expectation thereof, day in and day out, it's hard to go back and say, "Come on now, y'all got to come on now." That's hard, man.
It is.
Yeah.